What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing this weekend's festivities for All-Star, NBA All-Star Weekend. And I'm going to start off with one of my favorite events of the actual weekend, and that is the 3-point contest. You know, seeing some of the greatest shooters in the league just show off a skill that I feel like can be acquired by pretty much anyone if you put in the work. You know, just having an overall good enough jump shot to shoot 20, 21, 23, 25 footers and things like that. Just seeing guys put on a show in that aspect is something that I cannot wait to see, and especially the guys that are participating this year. I definitely want to see who set themselves apart from the pack in this actual tournament. Of course, it's all for charity and things like that, but it is also bragging rights on the line. Now, of course, we've seen a plethora of names win this tournament in the past, and I can go on and on. Of course, you've seen your Steph Currys, you've seen your Karl Anthony Towns, your Kevin Love. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Your Steve Kerrs, guys like that. And when you look at the names that's in it this year, and I ask myself, I'm like, okay, I don't have a horse in this race. Nobody from the team that I actually cheer for is going to be represented in this particular shootout or 3-point contest, so to speak. But you do have a lot of guys that can let it fly. I'll go first by saying that Anthony Simons will not be in the 3-point contest due to injury, and that's been like the going trend with this year's All-Star festivities. A lot of guys are either being injured prior or leading up to the actual weekend. So from the Indiana Pacers, you do have Tyrese Halliburton. From the Miami Heat, you do have Tyler Hero. From the Indiana Pacers, you do have Buddy Hield. From the Sacramento Kings, you do have Kevin Huerter. From the Portland Trailblazers, you actually have Damian Lillard. From the Utah Jazz, you do have Larry Marketing. From the New York Knicks, replacing Anthony Simons is Julius Randle. And from the Boston Celtics, you have Jason Tatum. Just looking at this list of players off the top of my head, if we're getting analytical and you actually go into stats, you would probably say, or I would say, Buddy Hield has the biggest opportunity to win this contest. Now, when it comes to 3-point shootouts and things like that, and you think about the tournament, or you think about everything. That everything comes to mind when you think about it. You think about, one, where do guys have the rack at? Two, where do they have all their money balls at? Because as you guys know, as the tournament has progressed over the years, now it's one rack is all money balls. So I'm definitely going to be interested to see where some guys have theirs at. Left corner, right corner, left wing, right wing, top of the key, things like that, and see who outlasts who, so to speak. If I'm going off of how just thinking of guys' shooting styles, one thing about the latter part, if you make it to the second, third round of the tournament, is legs. So you have to think about who shoots with the most legs on their release and who stays flat when they shoot. So, it's always interesting to see, how guys get into rhythm. Some guys it takes them a minute to get into rhythm when they're actually wide open. It's just them in the basket. So, like I said, if I was a betting man and I had to put my chips on the table, of course, I pretty much think the odds-on favorite to win this tournament. Like I said, we talked about analytics and Buddy Hield maybe being the most prolific one. But Dame is one that I could see actually winning the whole thing. I can't really see Tyrese Halliburton with the weight. His shot is a little funky. It takes a while, and that, I'm interested to see, does he speed up his motion? Does he do it? Does his form? I'm interested to look at that. Also, Jason Tatum, he's been a little colder over the last few weeks, but he did just have a great shooting night versus the Detroit Pistons. Julius Randle, it can get streaky. I'm interested to see where he's going to have his money ball rack. I'm thinking he might have it at I'm trying to think when him and Jalen Brunson do the pick and pop, and I think he's usually on the left. I think he's usually on the left wing when they do that. So I'm interested to see if all his money balls will be on that left wing before he goes to the corner. But some guys might start off with the money ball. So it's going to be interesting. Larry Marketing, I think Larry Marketing, he might have his at the top of the three at the key. It's interesting to know. Like Tyler Hero, I want to see how he looks out there. But like I said, if I'm a gambling man, I'm going to go odds-on favorite to win this thing, Damian Lillard. I think Dame Dollar brings this championship trophy back to Portland. Going against, Damian Lillard versus Kevin Huerter. 3-point finals matchup. Like I said, last year we had an actual big win the tournament. So it's going to be interesting to see where all things fall. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you guys tuning into the NBA All-Star festivities? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to the channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network. And I catch you guys on the next video.